Good morning, friends. It's Nanny and the Moose. Today is Monday morning, and it's almost 10 o'clock, and we are waiting for the physical therapist to come and evaluate Moosie as to what he's going to need for his physical therapy throughout the next couple of weeks here at home. We had a wonderful supper last night. Mike and Colleen sent down a chicken Parmesan dinner. It was out of this world. So we're being treated like celebrities for a while. I hope it lasts for a little while. I want to film some of this. I know one of you said, somebody said, please have him show us how to get up when we fall. And Moosie laughed at that. He said, if I fell, I couldn't get up, so I don't think I'm going to get on the floor. But maybe he'll demonstrate it with me. We'll see. And I hope maybe a lot of you can get something out of all this as we do a little bit of filming. I just hope he won't mind. So I still have a few more things to spruce up the place. It looks wonderful. I have pine scented candles, big fat ones, not the skinny ones. It smells wonderful in here. Plus, Moosie brought that hyacinth into the house that he picked from the garden yesterday. And it smells great. It's competing with the pine. But it was lovely. I took a cute video yesterday when Colleen was down visiting with her daddy. And that was cute out in the garden. And Moosie enjoyed his time out there no end. Didn't you, Moose?
Yeah, I hope you show that picture of Colleen and I.
Oh, I will. I will. Have a nice video of them.
I have to say welcome home.
Thank you. I love my hyacinth too.
Is that the most beautiful scent?
Oh, it's my fave. They should bottle that stuff and sell it.
They probably do.
Your hair looks gorgeous. It's reddish. What you put in it?
It shouldn't be reddish.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go light for the summer. Lighter, a little more highlights.
I like you a little lighter, too.
Yeah. Just because my grays are getting so high maintenance.
Oh, come on. You don't have grays.
No, of course not.
So great to have Dad out. He's enjoying the sun.
Yeah, can you believe St. Patrick's Day next week?
I know. Can you believe it?
I know.
Have you seen any shamrocks at Vaughn's?
No.
You know the pots? I'm waiting for them to come out.
Everything in all the stores is Easter. They skip
Oh my
right
gosh.
over St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I have to find some shamrocks someplace to put on my mantle.
One of the nurses' desks at the hospital was decorated with St. Patrick's Day already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was.
You know, we have up by our front door in one of our pots, weeds grow that are shamrocks, that are weeds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
So,
He is just having so much fun being out with the birds. I just fed some birds, and I gave, he asked me to get some mealworms. Now, any of you ladies that know anything about which birds like mealworms, I just put out
Who?
some mealworms. Yeah, not for,
who likes mealworms?
we don't know yet.
Did you never have
Chickens do. I know that.
Oh, Colleen
Oh,
is
I'll
getting
bet they
some
do,
chickens,
yeah.
by the way. So I'll take a picture. They're getting a new chicken house.
I'm going to paint it real cute, like maybe red.
Oh, cute.
Because it just comes with raw wood. It's kind of plain looking, so I'm going to, and then put little signs on it, you know, the hen house.
Like Margie's.
Uh-huh.
What was Margie? She had a cute name for hers.
The ladies something or
Oh, she
whatever.
had several of them. We'll have to look back at the
Oh,
pictures.
there's so many. When you start Googling it and getting into the, you know, the chicken, decorating the chicken coops, there are so many cute ideas.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
that'll be
it's
fun.
been like 4 years since we've had chickens.
I know. You had some good ones.
We did. I
Yeah,
miss the eggs.
Do you know, you'll probably get some from Margie. She has about 25.
Yeah,
Chickens.
I want them young. I want some spring chickens. though.
Yeah, like us, right? We're spring chickens. So it was the first time for him out in a long while, and the sun managed to come out for a little while. Today is dismal again, but we're beginning to accept it for a while. So I'm going to open the gate and see if Brian's on his way up the driveway. He's waving to my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ease ourselves into these exercises. Allow your body to get comfortable, right? With your daily routine. If you have the energy, you add it. If you have the energy and time, do these exercises. But the last thing I want you to do is overwork yourself where you're extremely fatigued the next day and it's different.
So the visit with the physical therapist went well. There was initially a lot of paperwork to fill out, and his name is Brian, very nice guy, and he's going to be coming twice a week, he decided after the evaluation. He did ask Moose a lot of questions about his health and his mobility and injuries and so forth and so on. And then he did have him get up and walk to the bathroom. Also, he had him walk into the kitchen and back. And then he wanted him to walk outside. At that point, Moose was a little tired. He doesn't normally walk that much at a time. He can walk from his chair in Moosie's world all the way out, but not with all the other walking involved. He took him into the kitchen and he wanted to do some exercises standing at the counter just to see how he could perform. But I think Moose was a little out of breath by that time because it's just the first or second day home. So he wrote everything down and he then had him do some exercises in his chair, which really, really help him. And he wants to do them at least 3 or 4 times a day. And what it is going to strengthen are his, what do you call those? The thighs. And that's what he needs to do, strengthen his legs, basically. So on the way out, we talked, nice fella. So he's going to probably come twice a week, and we won't have set dates. It will probably be on a Monday and then maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday, but a day or two in between. I don't think we're going to be doing the occupational therapy, but he feels that Moosie can really strengthen himself and get to a point where when we visit Matthew or Mikey and go to soccer games or ball games, we won't have to push him in a wheelchair, that he'll be able to walk around. So Moose is very excited and he does like Brian and thinks he can work well with him. So we're pleased and it's a great start. Saturday morning when we woke up, we were lying in bed and I said, wow, what do you think you'd like for breakfast? You know, Debbie, when Debbie and her husband were in New England, a couple months ago, she sent home big pancakes and maple syrup mixes and things, and I thought maybe Moosie might enjoy something like that on his first big breakfast home. But he said, nope, you know what I want? I want to have the other half of my pastrami sandwich, and I want you to mix it in with some eggs, scrambled eggs, or maybe make something with the eggs. And I thought, wow, that sounds like a good idea. Matthew had brought up sandwiches the day before when he came up in the afternoon with all the appliances. So I did, and I took a quick little clip of it the next morning as I was making it, and I did add something that I thought was very ingenious. So you'll have to watch the little clips of putting together this, I thought, very, very tasty breakfast. Moosie has requested a special breakfast this morning. It's Sunday morning, his first Sunday home. He wants me to take the other half of his delicious pastrami sandwich that he had yesterday that Matthew brought him and combine it with some scrambled eggs, which I have ready to go here. And my idea is to take the leftover French fries and cut those up and put an onion in and get those sauteing and add those. So we'll have some potatoes, some pastrami, and some eggs for a fantastic breakfast. I've separated the pastrami from the sandwich, took out the pickles, and you can hear the sizzle of potatoes and the onion. Coffee is ready, nice and hot. I turned it way down until it started getting a little brown on the bottom, and then I broke it up into quadrants and turned it over. Well, that looks like a breakfast for a king. I didn't put any salt in because of pastrami is very salty. And Moosie was hoping to go outside today and see all the pots that Matthew put out.
Oh, yeah.
We wonder if that's going to happen.
I'm looking forward to that.
I know you
I had
are.
those bulbs thinking it was winter.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you.
So shortly after Brian, the physical therapist, left, the sun came out, and I had put out yesterday some birdseed and some mealworms, and we weren't quite sure which birds were going to come, or like the mealworms, they're quite expensive. So Moosie said he wanted to go out. So he put his coat and his scarf on, although it's quite nice. It's getting a little bit better finally. So he went out. I got the cushions out from the trunk again. I mean, they're going back and forth. Moosie said he checked the weather, and it's supposed to be 2 inches of rain tomorrow. So the cushions will go back in the trunk. Thank heavens I don't have to walk too far doing the transfers. But I did take quite a bit of close-ups of some of the budding tulips. Daffodils are not up yet. The cold weather really did make a difference on spring coming and the daffodils coming. I know a lot of places in the United States, even back east, have some daffodils up now. Maybe other places, maybe they stayed in the shed too long, I don't know. But I did take some close-ups this morning. So Moosie is out there right now enjoying the sunshine and the birds, and hopefully we'll come up with a report as to which birds are feeding right now and who likes the mealworms.
Isn't that a beautiful sweater? Whale's tail.
Do you remember where it came from?
No, tell me.
Went Alaskan cruise, 7, 8 years ago, 5 maybe. And we stopped in one of those. We stopped in all the little towns.
Yeah.
And this was a sweater. I love the pretty blue buttons. The color is gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, my, tell me about
Pretty.
it.
Do you see the white hyacinth over there? Can you zero in on it?
Yeah.
And these are hyacinth as well. We have a lot of hyacinth coming up.
Of course, my favorite.
Yeah, what
Wow.
about these too?
Where?
Over here. Beautiful.
Oh, well, look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous? Another one coming up here, another one coming up here, one
Yeah,
over
2
here.
more, yeah.
Oh, we have about 5 or 6 coming up here.
That's my baby.
Nothing, these are daffodils. Not in here yet, a couple of them. But the irises are coming up.
These things were all in the shed for the winter.
Yep.
We didn't want to wake them up.
Yes, thank heavens the hydrangea survived, and we have all new leaves coming off. These are the irises from Idaho. They're gonna go be gorgeous. Oh yeah, this is that beautiful pot that Matt and Cindy gave us. Well, what did you all think of the Oscar show last night? Was it last night? Yes. Moosie and I had seen that movie about the Banshees of Inisherin, the Irish dark movie about friendship and friendship gone wrong, and a very emotional, sort of a dark movie, but we loved it. And Colin Farrell was nominated as Best Actor. He didn't get it. And then the older man also, I think it was the first Irish movie to receive, I think it had 11 nominations for the Oscars. Didn't win a lot of them. I thought it should have won a couple of them. I thought Colin Farrell was just fabulous. And there were several supporting actors, and the donkey was brought on. I think it was a Netflix movie, and just great. What did you think of the costumes, the dresses in the ladies? It sure was a dress-up evening, wasn't it? And definitely a year for big, big, big dresses. I was not wild about the ones with the giant sleeves and I loved the big skirts because it reminded me of our prom dresses in the old days back in college and high school, because we wore the big ones with the big crinolines underneath. But the one that I did love, and I can't remember the name of the young actress that wore it, was the bright red one. I think it was strapless, and it did have a gigantic bow on one shoulder. And I thought that was magnificent. But some of the rest of them were great. I loved some of the speeches. Of course, Jamie Lynn Curtis waited a long time for her Oscar and gave a nod to her parents, who we all remember well, Tony Curtis and, I can't remember her mom's name. Jimmy Kimmel did a great job of emceeing. His comedy was just enough, and he was calm and on point. I thought he did a great job. Anyway, I can't wait to talk with some of my daughters and even the little granddaughters. Every year, Sabrina and the two little girls, from the time they were just 3 or 4, loved to watch the Oscars, and then they would vote on which dresses they thought were the prettiest and everything. So I'm kind of anxious to find out what Megan and Lizzie think about the dresses. Okay, you've been out here, what, an hour or 2 hours? And
Almost 2 hours, yeah.
I know. What's the scoop on the birds?
Big deal.
Tell
A
me.
mockingbird came, and he sang right over there and sang for 15 minutes.
He's happy to have you home.
Well, not only that, he wasn't chasing the others. He's gone off that brutish behavior. And then he went over and he drank in the
Bird bath.
bird bath. Yeah.
Huh.
It was just wonderful. And you could see his throat going in different ways. You know?
Wow.
That was a great day.
Good. Now, what about the mealworm? Anybody pecking at it?
I like them on toast, but nobody else seems to like them.
Pretty yucky.
We'll find out. Yeah, they are.
So nobody's biting.
Not yet.
Weird.
We'll see.
And what other kinds of birds have been out? Who's
Oh,
been?
just the sparrows and the little house finches.
And they've all
house
been
finch.
eating
Yeah.
the snacks.
Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, you ready to come in, or are you going to stay out for a while?
I'm gonna stay up for a little while.
Good. It's nice and sunny. Doing well.
Yep.
Good. Okie doke. I'm finishing up the video, so we'll put this on.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, I can't believe it, but St. Patrick's Day is coming up on Friday, and I still haven't gotten my shamrocks, but I did get some more green there, and I didn't fill in the rest of the Cottageware village all the way down, but that doesn't matter. I'll show another close-up of my English wear cottages, or it's called Cottageware. I did get it when we lived over in Europe. I think I probably bought a lot of it in Scotland, but it does make a cute little setup on the mantle. I can't believe it, but Easter's on the way. Colleen was telling me that she doesn't even see the shamrocks in the stores. They've gone straight to Easter. So what do you think of that? I did order some candles. Okay, Teeny, it's all right. but I did get a dozen. You know, I do love my tapered candles, and I do prefer the straight ones. These are 10-inch. And you know, it's very hard to find taper candles anymore. There's always a lot of the big chunky candles everywhere for sale, but not so many. These are hard to get. And I get them on Amazon in a box. You can get tapered candles. You can get 12-inch, 10-inch, 8-inch. You get the tiny 4-inch ones. And I bought a box of 12 of these, and I think it was around $18 for 12. I do like the different colors, and since I do have so many different kinds of pewter and, oh gosh, I have so many of my vintage, my antique push-ups, you know, the old push-ups. I bought so many of these over in Europe. I have a collection of these. I have my pewters, and since I have so many of these, I do like to use the tapered candles. I think I will do a St. Patrick's Day video where I will wear my kilt outfit, the whole long kilt to the floor that I had made. I had it made, I didn't make it, by a kilt maker when we lived in Scotland. And it's, in the old days, we used to dress in long woolly skirts and things when we entertained people for dinner. And that's what I wore normally with a cashmere sweater or a cashmere jacket of some kind when we entertained at night. And since then, I have loved that kilt. I have worn it so often. Doesn't fit me. I was like 117 in those days, but I have sewn it so that it still fits. I've let it out and let it out. Fortunately, kilts overlap in the front, so I had plenty of room there. I will wear that with my tam beret, and I have some Celtic pins and things. I'll totally dress out in my Irish outfit. I love it because I don't get a chance to wear it that much. We're not having the great big family this year. Good thing we didn't with the tents and everything, because it's probably going to be pouring rain anyway. But I think I told you when I've shown you pictures of the 14 black wool capes with hoods, and each cape was 6 yards of fabric on the outside and 6 on the inside. And each cape that I made for all my daughters and granddaughters, and we did have one set of in-laws go to Ireland with us the first year that we went with the whole family. And that's when I made these. It took me a couple of months, but I made 14 of them for all the girls, and we had pictures taken in Ireland with us in the ruins and at Clonmacnoise and various other places we visited, the Cliffs of Moher, and we always wore our capes to the floor. Oh, they're gorgeous. And I will model that. And the inside fabric, the tartan, matches my kilt and was from extra tartan that I bought in London that I made drapes for the living room. I also had bought one of those tartan rugs in the green tartan. And for years and years, these drapes hung in 3 or 4 different houses when we moved from back east to San Francisco, and then here, and then to Las Vegas for a while. They were in all our dining rooms, and finally they were getting pretty bad. And I found enough fabric from those drapes to line the whole inside of my cape. So I'll show you that. A beautiful hood on the back, just love it. And I've worn that on some winter visits back east. I wore that cape. Of course, whenever it was very, very glammy and unusual, but I'll wear it anyway. I've worn it to church in the winter, pretty. So I'll also have Moosie dressed up in his Irish Aran sweater and maybe his Irish tweed cap and whatever else I can find him. I did buy a couple of these fun things for the kids. I have some nice little masks for some of the kids to have fun with. The little girls will love these. Well, we're a big celebrate St. Patrick's Day family, so what are you gonna do? And some of the little boys, some cute little hats. Can you see some little flashing lights on this hat? It does light up. But our outfits will be authentic. Typically, Irish authentic outfits. So it'll be kind of a fashion show. And if I can find any other Irish paraphernalia that I've had around, I do have some Celtic jewelry. Maybe I'll give you a little fashion show of my Celtic jewelry too. So I'm going to do some editing now and get this ready for tomorrow. So I don't think that I will do a video I'll do one that will come up tomorrow. That will be Tuesday. So you'll see this video tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. And then I will do a St. Patrick's Day video, which will come up on Friday. So instead of every other day this week, I'll skip an extra day. It'll be from Tuesday to Friday. And because we have a couple of doctor appointments with Moose this week, and I just don't think I'll get one up on Thursday. In the meantime, I hope you're all enjoying the weather wherever you are. Everyone is dug out from the snow, thank God. There were some tricky moments there with people trapped in their homes, even up in Big Bear, that the snow was so heavy and deep that some people were in their homes for several days. Just amazing. I think that's all the news I have for now. I love you all. Thank you once again for the wonderful homecoming that you gave Moose. Moosie always loves to watch the video on TV the day that I put one up. And then I read a lot of the comments to him. And he once again was just thrilled with the wonderful homecoming comments that you made. And I know you're all as happy as I am to have him home and everything's going well. Until our St. Patrick's Day video, I think I have some music. Epidemic Sound has some pretty good Irish music. I even have an old clip of little Shannon dancing on television when she was about 8 or 10, Irish jig with that famous Irish dancing company. But they were on TV on local station's morning show. And Shannon was invited to come on. They taught her the dance. She had 10 minutes to learn the dance, and she danced in the whole row right in the middle with all these Irish dancers, famous Irish dancers, and it was on TV. I still have that, and any other Irish pictures or something from our trips over there with the whole family that I can dig up, I'll put on that Irish reel for you. So until then, I love you all. Once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your love and all your comments. Bye for now, and God bless us all.